Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a special light, an energy that illuminates any room? Today you'll discover something extraordinary about those born under the sign of Leo. Get ready, because what I'm about to reveal may completely change the way you view this special sign. There are 12 profound spiritual reasons why the Creator uniquely loves those born under the rule of Leo. And no, this is no coincidence. Each characteristic of this sign carries a divine purpose, a sacred mission that few understand. If you were born between late July and early August, or know someone under this sign, you need to watch until the end. Because what you're about to learn can explain so much about your journey, your challenges, and especially about the radiance you carry within. Leos often wonder why they feel this intense need to lead, to protect, to inspire. The answer lies in the stars, but it's also written in the spiritual realm since the beginning of time. Stay with me until the very last second, because I'm going to reveal truths that will make you understand once and for all your true role in this world. Reason 1. The generous heart that reflects divine love. Those born under the sign of Leo carry within them one of the greatest gifts the universe could bestow upon anyone. This gift is a generous heart, capable of loving without expecting anything in return. And this isn't just a personality trait. It's something much deeper, something that comes from the spiritual essence of this sign. When we observe a true Leo, we see someone who is always willing to give. Giving time, giving attention, giving resources, giving love. This generosity doesn't come from a place of obligation or a desire to impress others. It comes from a pure place, from an inexhaustible source that exists within the heart. The Creator placed in Leos this ability to reflect divine love through concrete actions in the material world. Think about it. How many times have you seen a Leo helping someone without asking for anything in return? How many times have you witnessed this sign putting aside their own needs to help those in need? This happens because there is a deep spiritual connection between the sign of Leo and the very essence of unconditional love. Leos were chosen to show the world that it is possible to love fully, without fear, without restrictions. They teach by example that generosity does not impoverish, but enriches. Each act of kindness from a Leo is like a seed planted in the garden of humanity. And the most interesting thing is that many Leos don't even realize how much they positively impact the lives of those around them. They simply act as their hearts dictate, without calculation, without measuring effort. This is a rare quality today, where so many people act only thinking about what they will receive in return. Leos break this pattern. They give because they were created to give, because their hearts were shaped in the image and likeness of the love that moves the universe. Reason 2. The inner strength that wins any battle. There is an impressive strength within every person born under the sign of Leo. A strength that doesn't come from muscles or physical appearance, but from a much deeper place. I'm talking about spiritual strength, the kind that allows us to face storms with our heads held high. Leos have been gifted with extraordinary courage to face life's challenges. And this doesn't happen by chance. The Creator knew He needed to place strong souls in the world, capable of withstanding difficulties without losing faith. Those born under Leo have received this mission. They are like spiritual warriors, fighting not only their own battles, but often the battles of those they love. When everyone around them is giving up, Leos remain steadfast. When darkness seems to take over, they ignite their inner light and illuminate the path. This strength isn't arrogance, as some might mistakenly think. It's pure determination, a will to live, a refusal to accept defeat as a final fate. How many times has a Leo faced situations that would shatter anyone else, and yet they got up, dusted themselves off and moved on? Countless times. Because within them lies a flame that never completely extinguishes. Even in the darkest moments when all seems lost, this flame continues to burn, waiting for the right moment to transform into a fire of renewal. The universe trusts Leos precisely because of this capacity for rebirth. They may fall 1,000 times, but they always find the strength for the 1,001st attempt. And do you know the most beautiful thing about all this? Leos don't keep this strength to themselves. They share, they inspire. They show others that it's also possible to be strong, even when everything conspires against them. This is one of the most powerful reasons why the divine loves this sign so much. Reason 3. Loyalty that builds eternal bonds. A Leo's loyalty transcends the material world and reaches profound spiritual dimensions. When a Leo chooses someone to be part of their life, whether as a friend, partner, or family member, this commitment isn't superficial. It's an alliance that comes from the soul, a bond that endures time and adversity. The Creator endowed those born under this sign with a unique ability to create true, lasting, unbreakable bonds. And this is extremely rare in today's world, where relationships have become so disposable and superficial. Leos buck this trend. They believe in the eternity of true bonds. When they promise to be by someone's side, they aren't empty words thrown to the wind. It's an oath they take seriously with all their heart. This loyalty manifests itself in many ways in everyday life. They're the Leo who shows up at your door at 3 in the morning because you needed help. They're the one who defends your name when you're not even there. They guard their secrets as if they were sacred treasures, because for them, trust is one of the most precious assets in existence. Often, Leos suffer because of this excessive loyalty. They stay by the side of people who don't deserve it, give too many chances, forgive when they should have already moved on. But do you know why they do this? Because they were created with a heart that understands the value of human connection. For Leos, abandoning someone is not something they do easily. They fight for the relationship until their last breath, always believing in the possibility of transformation and renewal. This persistence in relationships is a direct reflection of the unconditional love that the Creator himself has for humanity. Just as the divine never gives up on us, Leos rarely give up on those they love. And this creates a spiritual safety net around these people. Because when you have a Leo by your side, you also have a tireless guardian who will never allow you to face your battles alone. Now I need to ask you something very important. If you're enjoying this content, if you're discovering truths that resonate with you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. And let me know where you're watching from in the comments. I want to know where my Leos and everyone else who loves this special sign are. Your participation makes all the difference and helps me continue bringing you this kind of content. Reason 4. The natural gift to lead and inspire. From a young age, those born under the sign of Leo demonstrate something different. A presence that commands attention, an ability to organize things, to take the lead when no one else knows what to do. This isn't an inflated ego or a desire for attention. It's a spiritual calling, a mission engraved in the soul of every Leo. The universe needs true leaders, those who guide not by power, but by example. And Leos were chosen to occupy this sacred role. They possess a natural ability to see solutions where others see only problems. They can motivate people who have lost all hope. They know exactly how to ignite the flame of inspiration in the hearts of those around them. And they do all this without needing manuals or training. It's something that comes from within, an ancestral knowledge imprinted in their essence. When a Leo takes the lead in something, whether at work, in the family, or in any other context, things begin to flow better. Not because they're perfect or infallible, but because they possess this organizing energy, this ability to unite people around a common goal. Leos lead from the heart, never through imposition or fear. They earn people's trust through their authenticity and their courage to be on the front lines. While many prefer to stay in their comfort zone, Leos accept the responsibility of paving the way, of being the first to take the step, of carrying the weight that comes with leadership. And do you know why the Creator trusts Leo so much for this mission? Because they lead with love. They don't want blind followers. They want people walking alongside them. They don't seek empty admiration. They seek to build something greater than themselves. This is true leadership, the kind that transforms entire communities and leaves a positive legacy for future generations. How many great spiritual, social, and humanitarian leaders were born under this sign? Many. And it's no coincidence. It's the fulfillment of a divine purpose, the manifestation of a special love that chose these individuals to be beacons amid the world's darkness. Reason 5. Creativity that reflects the energy of creation. God is the supreme creator, the one who imagined and materialized all that exists. And Leos have received a special spark of this creative energy. They possess a fertile imagination, an impressive ability to transform ideas into reality. It doesn't matter whether creativity manifests itself through art, music, writing, business, or any other form. What matters is that within every Leo there is an artist waiting to express themselves. This creativity is not just a useful skill for earning a living. It is a powerful spiritual tool for transforming the world. When a Leo creates something, they are channeling higher energies, bringing to the material plane that which exists only in the realm of possibility. Every project a Leo initiates, every work they produce, every creative solution they present, is an act of co-creation with the divine, and this is sacred. That's why Leos take such pleasure in creating, in building, in giving form to their visions. It's not vanity or a desire for recognition, although they also appreciate being valued for their efforts. What truly drives the creative Leo is the need for expression, the urgency to share with the world what's burning within their heart. Often, Leos don't even fully understand where so many ideas, so much inspiration come from. It seems as if there's an open channel between them and an infinite source of creativity. And there truly is, because the Creator trusts them to be instruments of beauty in this world. Through Leo's creativity, the divine reminds humanity that life doesn't have to be just about survival. It can be art, it can be beauty, it can be constant transformation. When you see a Leo fully immersed in their creative process, you're witnessing something magical. You're seeing a soul fulfilling its highest purpose. You're witnessing the dance between the human and the sacred. And the result is always something that touches people deeply, that awakens emotions, that makes the world seem a more beautiful place full of possibilities. Reason 6. The protection it extends to loved ones. There's a very strong protective instinct within every person born under the sign of Leo. It's as if they were born to be guardians, defenders of those who cannot defend themselves. This characteristic comes directly from a deep spiritual mission. The Creator needs souls willing to put the well-being of others before their own comfort. And Leos have embraced this mission wholeheartedly. When a Leo loves you, whether as a friend, partner, or family member, they become your shield against life's storms. Not in a controlling or suffocating way, but in a genuine and liberating way. They want you to grow, to shine, to reach your full potential. And to achieve this, they're willing to fight against anything that tries to impede your path. This protection manifests itself in many ways. Sometimes it's firm advice at the right time. Other times it's a silent presence, simply there to support. It can also be direct intervention when Leo perceives someone being wronged or mistreated. In these moments, all the strength of the lion awakens, and that kind and generous person transforms into a relentless warrior defending what is right. Often, Leos put themselves in difficult situations to protect those they love. They take on responsibilities that aren't theirs, face conflicts they could avoid, and sacrifice their own interests for the greater good. And they do all this without a second thought because for them, protecting those they love isn't a choice. It's a need of the soul, a calling they can't ignore. The universe knows the value of these protective souls. It knows that without them, many people would be lost, helpless, vulnerable to the dangers of the world. That's why there's a special love for those who dedicate their lives to caring for others. And Leos do this naturally, without expecting rewards or recognition. For them, the greatest reward is seeing the people they love safe, happy, and fulfilled. Reason 7. The inner light that illuminates paths. There's something luminous about Leos that goes far beyond their physical appearance. It's a light that comes from within, a radiant energy that positively affects everyone around them. When a Leo enters a room, the atmosphere changes. People feel more uplifted, more hopeful, more alive. And this happens because those born under this sign carry within them a spark of the sacred fire, that divine flame that never goes out. The Creator placed this light in Leos for a specific purpose. They were chosen to be beacons in times of darkness, to remind people that there is always hope, even when all seems lost. A Leo's light isn't just to illuminate their own path. It's primarily to guide those who are lost in the darkness, who can no longer see the way out, who have forgotten what it feels like to feel warmth in their hearts. Often, a Leo doesn't even realize the impact they have on others. They simply live their lives authentically, expressing their truth, being true to their essence. And this alone is enough to inspire profound transformations in others. Because when you see someone shining so brightly, when you witness someone living with such passion and purpose, something awakens within you too. You begin to question your own choices, your own fears, your own limitations. Leos don't need to preach or give motivational speeches. Their very existence is already a powerful message that it's possible to live fully, without hiding, without diminishing their shine to make others feel comfortable. This inner light also attracts trials, because everything that shines brightly attracts attention, from both positive and negative forces. Leos need to learn to protect their energy, to not let envious people or emotional vampires extinguish their flame. And they usually learn this through painful experiences, but necessary for spiritual growth. Each time a Leo overcomes an attempt to extinguish their light, they shine even brighter. It's as if adversity acts as fuel for their inner flame. Reason 8. Honesty builds true relationships. Leos have a very special relationship with truth. They simply cannot live with lies, falsehoods, or pretense. Within them lies a visceral need for authenticity that sometimes even lands them in difficult situations. Not everyone is ready to hear the truth, nor does everyone appreciate radical honesty. But Leos are no different. They were created to be transparent, to speak their mind, to act according to their deepest values. This honesty comes from a high spiritual place. The Creator values truth above all else, because only in truth is there real possibility for growth and transformation. And Leos were chosen to be bearers of this truth in the world. They don't lie to please, they don't fake feelings they don't have, they don't wear social masks to fit in. They'd rather be rejected for who they truly are than accepted for a false version of themselves. This requires tremendous courage, because the world often punishes those who dare to be authentic. People feel uncomfortable with so much transparency, with so much truth exposed. But Leo doesn't back down. They remain honest, even when it costs them relationships, opportunities, or social approval. Because for them, living a lie is worse than any consequences the truth might bring. And do you know what happens to those who live this way? They attract true relationships. The people who stay in a Leo's life are those who truly value authenticity, who also seek genuine connections. There's no room for falsehood around a conscious Leo. Their very energy repels hypocrisy and attracts sincerity. This creates a much higher quality of life, because each relationship is built on a solid foundation of mutual truth. The Creator deeply loves this characteristic of Leos because it reflects their divine nature. God is absolute truth, and those who walk in truth are walking in the footsteps of the sacred. They are aligned with the highest frequency of the universe. Reason 9. The passion that makes everything extraordinary. There's no middle ground in a Leo's life. When they commit to something, they give themselves completely. When they love with all their intensity. When they work on a project, they pour their whole heart into it. This overwhelming passion is one of the most beautiful characteristics of this sign. And it's also one of the reasons the Creator has such a special love for these souls. Because passion is the fuel of transformation. It's the force that moves mountains. It's the energy that creates miracles. And Leos possess this strength in abundance. They simply don't know how to do things halfway. For them, everything worth doing is worth doing with excellence, with total dedication, with all the love possible. This characteristic makes them extraordinary in everything they do. If a Leo decides to learn something new, they will study until they master it completely. If they choose a career, they will dedicate themselves until they become a role model. If they find true love, they will build a relationship that serves as an inspiration to others. Because Leo's passion is contagious, it inspires, it transforms entire environments. However, this intensity also brings challenges. Leos suffer greatly when their passions are unrequited, when their efforts are unrecognized, when they have to deal with mediocrity or indifference. They cannot understand how some people live so apathetically, so disconnectedly, so purposelessly. For Leos, living without passion is not living, it's merely existing. And existing is not enough for these fiery souls. The universe needs this Leo passion to keep the world alive, dynamic, and constantly evolving. If everyone were apathetic and complacent, humanity would stagnate. But Leos never allow that. They continue to dream, create, love, and fight with all their might. And every time a Leo puts their passion into something, the world becomes a little more colorful, a little more vibrant, a little closer to the paradise it was meant to be. Reason 10. The ability to resurrect after falls. Life isn't easy for anyone, but Leos seem to face especially intense trials. Perhaps it's because the universe knows they can endure, that they possess within them an extraordinary capacity for rebirth. Like the phoenix that rises from its own ashes, Leos have the gift of rebuilding themselves after the worst tragedies. And this isn't just ordinary resilience. It's a spiritual grace, a divine gift that allows these souls to walk through the fire of transformation and emerge stronger on the other side. How many times have you seen a Leo destroyed by some terrible situation? It could be the loss of a loved one, the end of a significant relationship, the failure of a project in which they placed all their hope. In these moments, Leos suffer intensely, feeling the pain in every fiber of their being. But something magical happens afterwards. Even when everyone thinks they won't recover, that they've finally encountered a situation from which they can't rise. Leo's surprise. They find strength in places they didn't even know existed within themselves. They reconnect with their deepest essence, and the process of rebuilding begins. This process is neither quick nor easy. It often involves tears, sleepless nights, and profound questions about the meaning of life. But Leo doesn't give up. They continue one step at a time, one day at a time, until they finally rise again. And when they rise, they are not the same person who fell. They are stronger, wiser, more connected to the sacred. Each fall and rebirth is a spiritual initiation, a rite of passage that elevates Leo to a higher level of consciousness. The Creator allows these trials not out of cruelty, but out of love, because He knows that Leo has the potential to reach great spiritual heights, and the path to these heights necessarily passes through the valley of the shadows. And do you know what's most beautiful? Leo doesn't keep the lessons learned on these journeys to themselves. They share their experience, offering hope to those going through difficult times, showing that it is possible to be reborn even after the worst catastrophes. Reason 11. Optimism keeps hope alive. Even after facing so many difficulties, even after experiencing disappointments and betrayals, Leos maintain within themselves a flame of optimism that never completely extinguishes. This is one of the most admirable and also one of the most mysterious characteristics of this sign. Where does so much hope come from? How do they manage to continue believing in goodness, in people, in possibilities after everything they've experienced? The answer lies in the deep spiritual connection Leos maintain with the divine. They know, even if unconsciously, that there is a greater plan, a higher purpose, a reason for everything that happens. And this inner certainty protects them from total despair, from the bitterness that consumes so many other souls. Leo optimism is not naivete. It is not the denial of problems or the refusal to see reality as it is. It is something much more sophisticated. It is the ability to look at the most dire situation and still find a ray of light, a possibility for transformation, a seed of hope. They can see beauty where others only see destruction. They see opportunities where others only see obstacles. They find reasons to smile even when tears insist on falling. And do you know what's most powerful about all this? This optimism is contagious. When you're around a true Leo, especially in their moments of greatest spiritual clarity, you feel your own hope renewed. It's as if their faith in the universe is so strong that it begins to strengthen your faith as well. It's as if their light is so bright that it can illuminate its darkest corners. The world desperately needs this Leo optimism. We live in dark times full of bad news, collective fears, and apocalyptic predictions. And amidst it all, Leos continue to believe that better days will come, that humanity can evolve, that love always wins in the end. It may seem like an illusion, but it isn't. It's ancient wisdom, a deep spiritual knowledge that light always conquers darkness, that life always finds a way, that after the darkest night always comes the most beautiful dawn. Reason 12. Unconditional love heals old wounds. Finally, we come to the deepest, most sacred, most powerful reason of all. Leo possesses within them an almost divine capacity to love unconditionally. And when I say unconditionally, I'm not exaggerating. I'm talking about a love that doesn't judge, that doesn't demand, that doesn't place barriers or conditions. A love that simply exists, pure and complete, reflecting the Creator's own love for humanity. This kind of love is extremely rare. Most people love with conditions, with expectations, with fears and insecurities. But Leo, when connected to their highest essence, can transcend all of this. They love because they were created to love, because love is their very nature, because they cannot be otherwise. And this love has an impressive healing power. How many people have been saved by the love of a Leo? How many wounded souls have found shelter and renewal in the generous arms of this sign? Countless. Because Leo love is not afraid of the wounds of others. It does not retreat from shadows or trauma. They embrace everything, accept everything, and transmute everything through their pure, radiant energy. Often, Leos don't understand the full extent of their impact. They simply love naturally without much thought. But those who receive this love feel the difference. They feel seen, valued, worthy of existence. And this can change an entire life. A single moment of true love from a Leo can heal wounds that years of therapy have failed to reach. It can restore someone's faith in humanity. It can rekindle the will to live in a heart that had given up. That's why the Creator loves those born under this sign so deeply. Because through them, divine love manifests itself in the material world. Through Leos, people can experience a taste of what it's like to be loved by the universe itself. And this is the most sacred mission there is, the highest purpose a soul can have on this earth. So we've reached the end of this incredible journey through the 12 spiritual reasons that make the sign of Leo so special in the eyes of the Creator. I hope you've understood that this isn't about superiority or some kind of unfair privilege. It's about mission, purpose, and spiritual responsibility. Leos have been blessed with extraordinary gifts, but they also carry the burden of using them for the greater good. If you were born under this sign, you now better understand why your life sometimes seems more intense, more challenging, and more full of ups and downs than others. It's because you were called to something greater. You're not here to just live your quiet little life and go unnoticed. You're here to shine, to lead, to love, to transform. And this requires courage, dedication, and a constant connection with your deepest essence. If you know and love a Leo, value them. Acknowledge the sacrifices they make, often silently. Thank them for their generosity, their loyalty, and the light they bring to your life. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the perfect time. Turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming content about spirituality and zodiac signs. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 12 reasons touched your heart the most? Which one did you identify with the most? Leave your answer in the comments. And if you're a Leo, share this video with other Leos. Let's create a chain of light and positive love. Always remember, you were created with a unique and special purpose. Never dim your shine to make others feel comfortable. The world needs your light. Until the next video, and may the blessings of the universe always be with you.